So with all that said, with a back and bicep routine, with all of this amazing equipment from Panatta, we're gonna get to work. Hi, I'm Phil Heath, and this is the Panatta Super Lat Pull Down Circular. Within this machine, you obviously have your pad right here, which I already have it set to my liking. This is where your knees will go underneath. And I have two different handles, one here and then one here. Just gonna pull down, keeping my chest up, squeezing at the bottom. And I'm gonna do this for 10 repetitions, making sure I get a nice contraction, nice squeeze where I feel the lats. And then I can also grab these handles right here, doing the same movement, working a different part of my lats, more of the upper lat region. Bodybuilding, body sculpting, we want everything to be symmetrical from left to right, top and bottom, the same. And this machine also allows you to train with one arm. So if I want to develop more on this side, I can do a few more reps just with one arm. Okay, so I just finished my first exercise of this back workout using the Panatta Super Lat Pull Down Circular. All of these attachments, all these handles enabled me to get really good contractions, and that's really important because when you're training your back, you can't see your back in the mirror. You can only go by feel. So having this type of equipment, this machine, using the circular motion, being able to get that really good contraction, not just with the palms here, but the palms facing each other, has really made my back very, very pumped. So on to the next exercise. I cannot wait because I know the next one is gonna be just as good, if not better than this one. This is the Panatta Super Lat Machine Convergent. Right over here is where we want to begin because we want to establish the height of the actual machine. If I want to change it, I pull this. It goes all the way to 3, but I like it at 1. Second, we want to make sure we appropriate the seat and this pad right here. So then when we grab these handles, they're at the right position. Also, this grip will allow you to be able to use one hand at a time. A really good machine. I did a variation using the wide grip, more of a narrow grip, and then went back out wide just a little bit with this handle right here. It's all about the angles with the back because we're trying to hit the outer lats, the middle, even the lower sometimes. And having this type of a machine is going to allow you to do those things. Great stuff. Definitely gonna get you a bigger back. This is the Panatta T-bar row, which you can use bilateral and monolateral. Using this handle right here, you can actually make it to where you can use one hand, just like this, or with both arms at the same time. And what's great about this machine is that you also have this lever here where, depending on your height, following the diagram, making sure that the pad is actually just above my navel area. And I can also change my hand position where I can do underhand if I like. Also, moving this right here is going to enable you to use even your lesser strong arm. So if I want to develop more on a weaker lat, I can do that just by using the opposite hand here, pulling here, almost simulating a dumbbell row, allowing myself to be able to go from this hand position to this hand position, getting a better squeeze and obviously more muscular development. So with this Panatta T-bar row, I really believe that you're gonna have more muscle activation throughout not just the traps, the lats, and the lower lats right here. Action. If you notice, the machine is so quiet. All of these different movements that I just performed engage the entire back, from the traps, lats, rhomboids, all the way down to the very lowest part of your 7-time Mr. Olympia. Here we have the Panatta Super Low Row Machine. Now, as I sit down, I realize that I have my handles right here. But what I want to do is press down on this lever, so therefore I can actually grip it without hurting myself. For this set, I'm going to use one arm at a time. Getting a nice contraction here and a really good stretch down here. If I want, I can actually bring and turn my wrist to get even more lower lat development. So just got a super pump with the Panatta Super Low Row Machine. Having this lever makes a world of difference. When I do a couple reps, and then if I'm tired, I just press the lever, and it's simple. Very, very smooth. So once again, the Panatta Super Low Row is definitely a #1 choice for yours truly, 7-time Mr. Olympia. This right here is the Panatta Super Pullover Machine. This machine has a key function with the back rest being manipulated by this handle right here. So it'll actually start back here, and then as you sit down comfortably, raising or lowering your seat, you press this and it moves the seat and snaps it right into place. Now, the next step is to actually use this easy lever right here. And look at that. Comes down nice and smooth. Placing your elbows on these pads, taking your hands right here or right here. I usually prefer right here. And then smoothly pressing down, engaging the lats, because this will be your starting position. Coming right down, squeezing those lats, coming back, getting a nice stretch. And then you continue to do that. So when you're finished, you're gonna take your foot right on that pad, on that lever, raise the lever up, and now you can rest or put on some more weight. So, not too shabby for a big guy to be able to get in and out of this machine. I'm gonna add some more weight and do another set. And another part of this machine is it actually has its seat belt, locking me firmly into place, keeping my posture good. The last thing we want is to have bad instability. And with this machine, you're not gonna have any tendons, any back pain. Having that seat belt actually does make a big difference. Keeping your trunk actually tight in this machine is going to allow to have better contraction as you're coming up and coming down on this machine. So, with the joint center, having your shoulders in perfect alignment, along with having your hands placed with elbows here, neck and head right here on this pad, I'm gonna tell you, this super pullover machine is definitely number one. You're gonna experience a very good pump in your lats. So for anyone that thinks about a pullover machine, you gotta try the Panatta super pullover machine today. So this is the Panatta 3-angle bicep machine. Now I'm gonna show you something I've never shown anyone before. This machine right here, this one alone, is going to get your biceps an incredible pump. First and foremost, we have this cam right here where the handle is, but it also can be raised up using this button. And then right here. So this pad can allow me to curl just like so. I can actually sit down and do it very comfortably, but come closer. This right here. Now I can actually get more of a concentration curl without having to really twist my body. I could be holding on to this pad right here. And if I wanted to use the other arm at the same time, I could, but it gets better. If I want to lower it a little bit more, and then using this right here, look at that, look at that. Now, it's a real party right now, so look at this. That's what makes this machine so awesome, is the fact that you have multiple areas on how to use it. All right, so I'm gonna start at the third position right here. If I want, I can hold this. You hear that silence? The machine doesn't squeak, it doesn't make any sound, which is awesome. Move it down to the second position. And then the last angle Now you would say, how am I gonna do that? Don't worry. We have these platforms right there. Now, look at that. Oh my goodness, what an incredible machine. This 3-angle bicep machine, my gosh, you can have one of the best supersets of your life with these 3 different angles. So be sure to check this out. I really think that you're gonna have a lot of fun training arms. I mean, who doesn't love training biceps? This is Panatta's alternate curling machine. Once you get over to this machine, you want to check the seat, making sure that it's at the right position for yourself, right here. You have 2 different settings. One is this right here, and then if you like, you can switch that up just like that. I prefer this angle as it allows a different type of feel for myself. So this could be done independently with each arm or at the same time. That felt really smooth, really good. The machine is definitely built right. Wow. Just with this small weight, I was able to get a really good pump in both of these arms. I only did 1 set, guys, but it's all about the machine. I'm gonna try another set, changing the position so I can tell you how that felt. I feel pretty awesome with this Panatta alternate curling machine. As you can see, the biceps are definitely pumped. Man, I got a great workout with this because I'm not feeling any pain within this movement right here. And a lot of other machines that I've tried over the years definitely deliver more pain than gain. So shout out to Panatta for creating such a great machine, the alternate curling machine. Okay, everyone, we saved the best machine for last. I have never seen a bicep apparatus like this. Right here, we have a cambered bar loaded with some weight. But then below, what is this? This is some dumbbells. I'm gonna show you how to train using this machine right now. Now, typically you say, Phil, that's simple. I've done this before. But wait. Now you're in for a surprise. I told you this is an incredible machine, and we had to save this for the end of our back and bicep workout. I can't believe it. They made this machine. But that's what's really cool about Panatta is that they engineer the best machines on the planet. You can superset all day, giving yourself a great, massive pump. Shout out to Panatta for making I'm just got to say, this is a badass piece of equipment. So for today, we did some back and biceps using a variety of equipment courtesy of Panatta. It is collectively a great apparatus. Here over at Panatta HQ, I find training here so valuable because I get to use the top equipment of the entire globe. So with that said, this is 7-time Mr. Olympia Phil Heath, and we'll see you next time.